Hey YouTube, this is Chocolate Gohan, aka Adam, or just call me Gohan for short. Today's video is going to be about. I'm actually live on stream, and we brought up a good topic. We were talking about my past, and as a lot of you don't know, I've been locked up for about 5 years of my life, from the age of like 12, 13 to the age of 19, 18, almost 19. I was incarcerated in the system, and we were talking about the statistics and how I'm a statistical anomaly where I should still be locked up. I shouldn't even be, a part of this world. And the reason why all this is coming up and everything is I saw one of my best friends, his name is Brian Mitchell. We were locked up together. We were both black men in the system, and both of us got the fuck out. That's the beautiful part about this, is that both of us were told we were not going to amount to anything. Both of us were told that we were never going to get out of the system. Both of us were told that we were going to either end up dead or in prison for the rest of our lives, right? That's what the both of us were told. But yet, he owns his own HVAC company, and I'm over here living the dream, doing my stream and stuff, and making my content and everything. The reason why I want to bring this video today is that to let you know why people repeat offend, from my point of view, and this is speaking from experience, and why people, you know, these same people, they're not getting a fair stake in society or anything, right? They're automatically on why that is. So let's break it down into key points. Number one, when you're a criminal, you're not given a second chance. People look at you like you're the scum of the earth. You're a piece of shit. That you have nothing productive. Like you were locked up, so you're scum, right? So that automatically um puts you into a different statistic that automatically sets you up for failure, right? So you have to fight from that automatically. No matter what you did, whether you shoplifted a candy bar and went to jail, or you fought someone to beat the crap out of them, and it was a mutual fight, right? Both of you fought. The other person was a coward, got their ass kicked, called the police on you, and you got the assault charges, right? Like you don't know what happened, why that person ended up getting incarcerated. Quick disclaimer though, if you're a pedophile, you don't deserve a second chance. You should either be castrated or put to death. That's just my opinion, because you're ruining a child's life when you're a pedophile or a sex offender, when you rape someone. So this does not include them. This topic of conversation does not include those people, because they already took a life basically. Um, and see, so that's the first key point. They're not given a chance, right? A fair shake, because they were locked up and they have that label on them. Especially if they're a felon. And if it's a felony for something stupid like pot from 20 years ago, right? Or drugs or something like that of that nature. You don't know what that person went through or how they were raised or why they had to join that gang or why they had to sell drugs or what they had to do to provide for their family because they weren't given a chance by society in the first place, right? So that's the first issue. Second issue is it is so much easier to live locked up than in real life. And yeah, you're gonna be like, wait, how is it easier? Like, no, it's better to live. No, I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying it's easier. There's a difference. Better is because you have your freedoms. I could get my ass outside, go find a couple bucks and change, and get myself a fucking spicy McChicken and a McDouble. That's freedom. Or Sonic is right here. I can go get myself one of their amazing drinks or slushes, right? Those are the two things I have that freedom. You don't have that freedom locked up. When I say easier, easier is not always better, right? Easier is not always better. So when I say easier, you get 3 hots in a cot. You don't have to cook your food. You don't have to buy your food. You don't have to prepare your food. It comes in a tray and ready for you to eat. 3 times a day, you're guaranteed to eat. And you get a cot. You get a roof over your head and a bed. It's not always the best temperatures, but it's comfortable enough for you to sleep in where you won't freeze to death or overheat to death from heat stroke. So that's the second thing. The third thing is protection. Out here in the real world, you never know who's coming after you, right? Especially if you've done some scummy things like I have. Like, there's times where I feared for people and stuff, and like, I'm not the greatest person in the world. I've done some scummy ass things, right? So, if you're locked up, yeah, there's ways for them to get a hold of you, but it's different. You can actually get put into solitary confinement into the hole where you get your 3 meals, you get your book to read, you get your 1 hour of recreation every day, and you feel you're the safest you could be unless the guards are on the take, and that's a whole nother thing, and that's like if you've done some deep ass shit. But you get what I'm saying there, right? Um Number 4 or number 3, number 3, my fault. And this one is key. Family and friends. On my part, my family and friends, they all gave up on me. They all gave up on me, right? Every single last one of them. Even my grandma, who I love to the bottom of my heart, and I forgave her for it already. But I'm telling you, everybody gave up on me. They thought I was going to be locked up forever, right? So when your loved ones give up on you, what do you got to lose? Why do you even want to come back out? You have nothing else to come back to, right? Exactly my point. That's why number 3 is a huge one. If you have friends or family members that are incarcerated, locked up, things of that nature, never give up on them. Never stop talking to them. Encourage them. The difference in my situation versus many, 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 many others is I had staff members that ended up becoming like family. I want to speak about one, Faultine Rushing. He went out of his way to talk to me. He went and pulled my file, showed me my IQ scores, talked to me, said I was a bright young man. Why am I even in here? I shouldn't be in here. He went out of his way and he did all of these things, right? I was diagnosed with bipolar, severe anger problems, partial multiple dis, partial multiple dis, multiple personality disorder. Um, and there was a lot of other things that they said I was, right? I was all doped up. I was drugged up at one time. If you look at my hands and my fingers, they're always nubs because that was one of the side effects from the medications I took. I always am chewy. I'm always biting my skin. I'm always, when I get nervous, that's what I do. When I get upset, angry, or anything, yeah, I lash out, but it's nothing like it was in the past. And I just do things like, I bite my nails, I bite my skin, I do all these things, right? To cope. But that's the reason why I got out versus, me being one of those statistics and still being locked up to this day. And then number 4 is opportunity. Did you know that your opportunity goes down over 95% if you're incarcerated? Whether it's for a job or a promotion, if you are working a job, or things of that nature, because people are already prejudging you based on your past, not your ability, but on your past, right? So it's just the best way to word it is, why make it harder on someone that actually wants to become a productive member of society, that wants to pay their debt to society, they did their time, they did their consequence. Why should they have to suffer even more so after the fact, right? Why, if they did their time, why should they have to get scrutinized by their peers like they got that forever sentence, that tag over their head? Again, disclosure, this does not apply to pedophiles. They're scum of the earth. This is for people for dumb crimes. For people that did their time for either a fight or weed or drugs or something of that nature, where you don't know their background. This is what I'm talking about. So, to wrap up this video, I want you as people to do a few things, right? Number 1, I'm going to use the Bible. Like I said, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in the Bible. The Bible exists for a reason. I just don't believe in modern day Christianity in the way it is, right? But there is a lot of good teachings. And one of the teachings in there is judge not, let ye be judged. Like, don't go try to pick the straw out of your neighbor's eye when you got that messy ass backyard. Like, clean up your shit first. And until your shit is 100% clean and you're perfect, do not judge anyone else. Newsflash? That's never going to happen. So, yes, everyone judges to an extent. And that's what I'm not saying that, because I'm human, I judge. You're human, you judge, right? What I'm saying is when you judge someone to the point of where you determine what they should be in life, or what their livelihood should be, or of anything of that nature, where you're putting a title on, like, oh, this person should be locked up because of blah 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 blah, look at how they act, or oh, this person is this and this person is that, and they shouldn't get a chance because of this, that, and the other. So that's the biggest thing to do, is not judge. If you see someone based on their abilities and the resume, give them a chance. You'll be surprised. That convict or that person that spent time locked up might be the best person that's ever worked for you. Your golden goose, your golden ticket, right? That's the number one thing. Number two, treat them like they're normal. If you know someone just got out of prison or locked up for a drug charge or something, and they're out to eat at a restaurant, don't look at them. Don't, like, those glares and like, treat them like a zoo animal. That's not going to help the situation. That person just wants their freedom just as much as you do. And they have every right to that freedom as much as you do. That's number two. Number three, encourage them. Talk to them. If you're not comfortable with them being in your home, run a get together or something. Get a gathering at a restaurant or something. Get to know that person. Don't go base judge off of their past and what Susie or Michael or Bobby or Timmy might have said about this person. You be your own judge of character. You get to know that person. Offer to buy them a meal or something, Pick their brain. You never know. That person might teach you something that is so crucial and important in your life that you would have never got from anywhere else, right? You might have missed out on that opportunity because you judged that person. Because you went off of what Michael, Bobby, Timmy, or Susie said about that person, right? You can't do that. Or you can do that, but the only one that you're hurting and screwing over is yourself. So, all I want this message to be clear in this video is people that have been locked up, if they do their time, or no, not if, when they do their time and they get out, stop holding that over them. Stop treating them like they're a cancer to society. Stop treating them like they're different. Stop treating them like they're invalids, like they're useless, like they're criminals, like they're always going to be that person. Don't get me wrong, some are. But then again, there's some people that haven't been caught that are always like that anyways, right? People make mistakes. Humans make mistakes. It's our jobs as humans to forgive our fellow human. So that's just what I want to leave this video on that note is. Just remember, give people a chance. Don't judge. Love your neighbor as yourself. And remember the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. It doesn't matter what that person's background is or where they came from or anything like that. None of that matters. Always treat others how you would like to be treated. This is Gohan. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.